In a world that can feel full of copy and paste car builds, every now and then you find something truly special. Today, we're looking at a 1997 Honda Civic that just completely throws the modern rulebook out the window to create a legend all on its own. This is the story of the MYTASTE Civic. And that quote right there, that really gets to the heart of it all. It's straight from the builder, and it just perfectly sets the tone. This build isn't about chasing internet fame or following the latest trend. It's about something way more pure, just straight up personal passion. So who's the guy behind all this? His name is Edenilson Escobar. And with more than 20 years of professional experience under his belt, this Civic is way more than just another car. It's basically the peak of his skills, put together piece by piece in his own garage. It's a real statement. Okay, so here's what really makes his build fascinating. It's the choice he made right at the start. See, the easy way, the popular path to make a fast Civic is to just swap in a modern K-Series engine. But Edenilson? He took the road less traveled. He stuck with the original, often ignored single-cam D16 engine and decided to push it to its absolute breaking point with a turbo. Every amazing build has to start somewhere with a solid foundation. And in this case, the starting point wasn't some high-performance model. Nope, it was a humble, economy-focused Civic HX. And trust me, that was a genius move. So that's the big question, right? Why on earth would you choose the model that was designed for good gas mileage to build an absolute performance monster? Was it just what he had lying around, or was there a real strategy behind it? Well, here's the brilliant thinking behind that choice. The HX model is already super lightweight, it's got those classic, clean, two-door looks, and you can tap into the absolutely massive world of Civic aftermarket parts. But here's the real kicker. He avoided the collector tax, that crazy price you'd pay for a sportier SI model. That leaves a whole lot more cash for the fun stuff. From the very beginning, this project had a super clear game plan. Number 1, prove that the original engine could be a beast. Number 2, go all in on an authentic right-hand drive conversion for that true JDM vibe. And number 3, make sure the car could walk the walk, not just talk the talk. Every single decision was guided by these 3 goals. All right, let's get into the heart of this beast. We're going to see exactly how that little D16 engine was transformed into a serious powerhouse. This, my friends, is where the real magic happens. The secret sauce to all this power is a little thing called forced induction. The simplest way to think about it is that a turbocharger is like a super-powered leaf blower for your engine. It shoves way more air into the cylinders. More air means you can burn more fuel, and that equals a much bigger explosion and a whole lot more horsepower. So let's just follow the air for a second. The turbo sucks it in and squeezes it, but that makes the air really hot. And hot air isn't great for power. So it goes through an intercooler, which is like a radiator that cools the air down, making it nice and dense. The wastegate is like a bouncer, controlling the pressure so things don't get out of hand. And the blow-off valve? That gives you that awesome psh sound when you shift, and its job is to vent extra pressure to keep the whole system safe. Of course, you can't just slap a turbo on a stock engine and call it a day. Well, not if you want it to last more than 5 minutes. You need a serious supporting cast. We're talking super strong forged pistons and rods, a camshaft designed just for turbos, and a powerful computer, the Honda ECU, which is the brains of the whole operation. Throw in a fuel system ready for high-octane E85 and a methanol injection kit for extra cooling, and you've got the recipe for big, reliable power. Okay, making a ton of power is one thing, but if you can't actually get it to the ground, what's the point, right? So now let's look at all the stuff needed to actually control hundreds of turbocharged horses. The transmission had to be completely beefed up with carbon parts to handle the stress. A heavy-duty race clutch makes sure none of that power gets wasted. And that Mugen limited slip differential, that's key. It makes sure both wheels get power for maximum traction. And yeah, the air suspension gives it that killer parked look, but things like the sway bars and traction bar are all business. They're there to keep the car planted and stop the wheels from hopping under power. Now, with this much go, you need an equal amount of whoa. The front brakes were a pretty simple upgrade, but the rear brakes, well, that's where the builder's skill really had to come out and play. This is just pure old-school craftsmanship. The goal was to run these huge, powerful Brembo brakes off a Mitsubishi Evo. The problem? They are not in any universe designed to fit a Honda. So what do? Edenilson designed and built completely custom, one-of-a-kind brackets from scratch to make it all work. This is a kind of problem-solving that makes a build truly great. So we've talked about the power and the handling. Now let's get to the looks and see how the final car really brings that whole my taste idea to life. And check this out. This is easily one of the biggest changes on the entire car. This isn't just swapping over a dashboard. Converting a car from left-hand drive to right-hand drive is an absolutely massive job. You have to move the steering, the pedals, and rewire basically everything on the firewall. It's a huge commitment, and it shows some serious dedication to that authentic JDM style.
Sexy.
And that amazing attention to detail is just everywhere you look. Outside, it has a real Integra Type R front end, a ton of carbon fiber to save weight, and functional aerodynamics. Inside, it's all business with a roll cage and racing seats, but then you see the little touches, like the fully custom wired digital dash from a Honda S2000. I mean, come on, that is just next level cool. Here's a little piece of hard-won wisdom from the builder himself. And honestly, it's the golden rule for any project. It is always cheaper in the long run to buy the good stuff once. And when something does break, don't just replace the part. Figure out why it broke in the first place so you can actually fix the problem for good. And if you think a build this incredible is finally done, think again. The next plan is even crazier, a complete all-wheel drive conversion. It just goes to show you, for a true car lover, the project is never really finished. It just keeps evolving. In the end, this car is so much more than just a pile of expensive parts. It's really an answer to that question. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the best thing you can do is ignore the hype, follow your own path, and just pour your heart into a project. Because that's how you create something that's truly timeless and 100% yours.